Good morning, everyone. So this is my guava graft that I started working on a couple weeks ago. So I did inspect it. I forgot how long after I had grafted, and then now what I've been doing, it might be kind of hard to tell, but I've been scraping off and cutting some of the bark from the mother tree, this one right here, see? And the reason for that was so that the energy that's going from this branch over to the branch that I'm going to take, you know, it sort of reroutes and ends up going towards this other unknown variety of guava that I have. So as you can see, you know, the parafilm has already broken, so that means it's growing. So all I'm going to do is cut it from right here. All right, there we go. Oh, I was trying to move it, but I have screws right here keeping it in place. All right, so let me see if I can rotate it. Nope, I gotta pull it out. There we go. All right, so last time I inspected it, it looked like, you know, it was healing. Things were looking good, but I left it there for a bit longer just so that the tree or the graft would have more time to heal, you know, onto itself, or this new variety. So I am going to leave this like this, but I am going to put it in the shade. I'll move it more right now. So I'm going to move it over to the shade, just so that the sun doesn't cook it, doesn't, you know, cause a lot of damage. And it's kind of hard to see, but you can see where I've scraped the bark off. And then same thing with this one. You know, you can see where I've been scraping, I've been cutting into it. So now this one should be healed up as well. Yeah, see, so the parafilm has broken through. I mean, I can open it to see what's up underneath here, but last time that I inspected it, it was looking good. I just put it back in place so that way it would have additional time to heal. And there it is. Oh, I gotta cut this one too. All right, here we go. So this is, let me move it right here. All right, so it looks like it needs a stick or something to hold it in place, but what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna cut this back a bit. All right, so hopefully, you know, this helps it out a lot, because this unknown variety of guava, you know, was a bit thinner or smaller than this one, so it does have some weight to it. So all I did was just clip some of the side ones, but I'm not going to touch the main one on top. That way it can keep growing up, and then I'll mess with it afterwards. So I'll leave that there. And this one as well. See? So that should do it. So right here, they do get some sunlight, but they're mostly in the shade. Now they should be fine. If for some reason there's something wrong with the graft on either one of them, easily by the end of today, you'll see these leaves, you know, they'll be sagging, they'll be sad, because I guess the main source of energy was removed from it. But if everything went as planned, you know, it'll be good. As for this guy, I can go ahead and remove these. It's just temporary. So now, remember, the reason I did this was because, you know, in case something happens to this, you know, giant guava variety that's right here in this pot, you know, now I have 2 more extra plants, you know, instead of having to buy another one. And then also, because I am going to prune these branches right here, because I want the tree to, you know, grow pretty tall, and then I can focus on bringing down the branches from the top. That way it doesn't get all cluttered, you know, down here at the bottom. So if I was gonna leave it in a pot, then yeah, I would have kept these, but I'm gonna plant it on the ground. So these will eventually go, and that's it. So hopefully, I mean, it should, you know, be a success, but you never know, things can always go wrong. So it's been about 4 days since I cut these off from the mother tree. You know, you can see the little cuts that I've made. They're actually healing, all of them. So the tree's still alive. You know, they are looking good. Right now it's, you know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's pretty warm outside. So, and they do need some water, because it has been about 4 days since I've checked up on them. So now the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a bit, give them a little taper so that it's not, you know, like a stump sticking out of there. I could use pruners or shears to cut this, but you know, I'm trying to minimize the amount of damage I'm doing to this area. And there it is. You can see where, you know, it's been grafted together. So that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna water them. I'm still gonna leave them in the shade and then let them take off. And that's it. Thanks everyone.